Oversized.
Okay. Good evening. Today is Thursday, August 25th. This is a work session of School Board Trustees, School City of East Chicago, and the time is now 6:17. The place is School City of East Chicago Administration Building, 1401 East 144th Street, East Chicago, Indiana. This is also being shown via live stream www.scec.k12.in.us. This is a meeting of the school board in public for the purpose of conducting the school's corporation's business and not to be considered a public community meeting. Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Trustee Gomez,
Present.
Trustee Smith,
Present.
Trustee Rodriguez, Trustee Taylor,
Present.
Madam President Gibson King.
Present. And now we'll turn it over to our superintendent, Dr. Bernay.
Thank you, Madam President. Good evening, Board.
Good evening.
For our work session, our pre-board meeting, we want to prepare for our August 26th board meeting. Our first item is a discussion item. It is 6.01. It is the proposal for the ESS staffing services, which aligns with our strategic plan goal number 1 on academic supports. As Dr. McJunkins gets ready to present, I just want to frame the importance of this action item for the board. So our substitute services is currently handled in-house. Internally, we have 1 to 2 staff people who are responsible for coordinating district-wide substitutes for all of our elementary, middle, and high school. The proposal for ESS allows them to take that activity over, and as a result, it directly impacts student outcomes. So currently, when we have an unfilled classroom vacancy, such as a permanent sub or a classroom where we are not able to provide a daily sub, that teacher's class, if they're at the elementary level, is split amongst their peers, or at the high school, a teacher will have to give up, or at the middle school, a teacher will have to give up their planning period to cover that class. That negatively impacts a teacher's planning time. It negatively impacts student outcome. So whereas a teacher would have had their normal class size to deliver instruction, they may have anywhere from up to 1 to 6 additional students that they have to provide instruction, and it limits the direct instruction they can give to their students, as well as the small group instruction. We're hoping to address this outcome by this proposal. Secondly, we can't hold our teachers accountable for raising student outcomes if they have unmanageable class sizes due to the district's inability to provide adequate subs. So that is one reason why we are still encouraging the adoption of this service. Last week, we did talk about that we have a 95% fill rate for our classroom teachers. Obviously, the district has experienced some turnover, and we want to make sure that we have students with a teacher who is qualified, delivering instruction as early as possible for the school year in order to ensure a timely success when it's time for spring assessment. Dr. McJunkins.
One moment, I'm having some technical difficulties here. Because I wanted to share with the board the comparison sheet of what it costs us to pay for substitute teachers district-wide. A moment, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Why is this not? Okay, no, I got it now. I had to refresh it, so. So we did a cost analysis, and we looked at what it cost the district to pay substitute teachers. So we have a sub-teacher that doesn't have a degree. We pay them $100 per day. And that does not include their retirement and FICA. So then we have substitute teachers with a bachelor's degree. They get $110. Again, that does not include the retirement and taxes. The certified or the retired teacher gets $150 per day. Now, to go back and look at what ESS charges, they charge $133.53 per day for a non-degreed sub-teacher.
Say that one more time, sorry.
They charge $133.53 for a non-degreed sub-teacher. So in the state of Indiana, a substitute teacher does not have to have a bachelor's degree in order to be a sub. They can be fresh out of high school. And so ESS charges $133.53, and all taxes, payroll taxes, unemployment, workers' comp, everything is included in that fee. Whereas ours, we pay the 100 plus we have to pay all those additional things. In terms of the sub teacher with a bachelor's degree, that we pay $110 per day, ESS charges $146.88. And again, that's all inclusive of taxes, unemployment insurance, and workers' comp. It's in FICA and retirement. So they pick up all the additional costs. We pay a certified or retired teacher $150 per day. And again, that does not include those insurances and taxes. And they will charge us $230 per day, and that includes taxes, unemployment, and workers' comp. If we have a long-term teacher for elementary, we pay $140 per day. A long-term a district long-term teacher is okay, so it costs $207.60 for us to pay the sub, plus we pay $60 to the teacher that's doing the planning. So the model here is that you have a sub, say for instance in the high school or the middle school. We have a substitute teacher in the classroom to manage and to hand out papers. But we still have to pay $60 for the prep. For a teacher who belongs to that school to do the planning and prep, they do copying, they do lesson plans, they input grades, and they grade papers. So we have to pay them to do that during their planning time, and that's taking them away from planning for their own students. Okay, so it's costing us $207.60 plus the $60. And in terms of a full-day internal secondary teacher, which is the high school teacher, it costs the district $360. So I'm gonna try to, ESS will charge us $277.21. So what happens, the reason it costs us $360 is because $60 a person at 6 hours. So we might have multiple teachers giving up their planning time to do all the planning for each one of these classes. So I'm a teacher, I give up my prep, you pay me $60. Then another teacher has to give up their prep to pay another and they get paid another $60. And that goes on if we have one teacher absent in a high school. So we had a teacher last year who just suddenly quit. And it took like 5 or 6 teachers plus a sub to cover all of the sections for that teacher. So ESS And I'll share this, matter of fact, the sheet, Dr. Bornay, I believe we shared it with you. So ESS, in the long run, there's a significant cost savings. Plus, they train their subs. And in many times, oftentimes they have substitute teachers who are already licensed. They provide specific training for them. They also offer paraprofessionals. We've inquired about getting para subs in the areas of special ed, and they stated that if there are areas that those paras need to be trained specifically in to address the special needs of students like G-tube feeding and diaper changing and those things, they will make sure that they have paras that will receive that type of training in order to cover for us if we need it. So does anybody have any questions about it?
Mr. Harris, you have any questions?
So, Madam
Oh,
President. may I
yes, go
speak?
ahead.
Okay, this is, you say ESS, okay, so what does this have to do with HR, basically? Is it a savings for HR? Is it a company? How much is this company? And I see I hear what you're saying, but, so what is HR doing?
This is substitute teachers. We have to have substitute teachers readily available at all times. And so what happens is Ms. Wright and Nancy is starting to be trained on it. They have to find subs to cover for teachers that are absent. So when teachers go into ASOP and put in, okay, I'm taking a sick day, they have to provide a substitute teacher in that place. This particular company can provide us substitute teachers that are well-trained to cover our classes, okay? So far, HR, we have a 95% fill rate in terms of making sure we had teachers. But if we would have used ESS, the remaining, I think it was like 12 or so teachers, 12, 13, that we needed throughout the district, we could have placed qualified, trained substitute teachers in those positions. And oftentimes, some of them come with licenses already. It's an opportunity for them to see if they're a good fit for us, if we like them, and to offer them a position, especially once they've been in a long-term assignment.
But I think Ms. Smith wants to know, is that HR's job to do all this? Is that your job? All teachers, subs, and what have you not? That would be
HR
something
is
that you
going
would be
to,
doing?
right now, Ms. Wright handles it.
No, I understand that. We heard that. I say, but this is supposed to be something you're supposed to be doing. We know you said Ms.
No,
Wright.
I
and
don't,
Mrs.,
I do not assign subs. I do not assign subs. We staff teachers, we staff everybody in the district. Maintenance, security, teachers, paras, we staff everybody. But what we're trying to do is be proactive so that we have people who are more qualified to be in our classrooms in front of our students and be able to deliver instruction because they would have already been trained. We want to provide substitute paras in case a para puts in that they're going to be out. And this is a para that has a student with a specific IEP that states that they have to have a G-tube feeding. So this particular company will have people that are trained in that area so that if we need somebody to cover for a person who's out, who has a child with specific care needs, then that person can cover for them.
I understand what you're saying. And, okay, so my question, well, it might be off the wall, but, okay, you have 3 people in HR. You have Ms. Wright, that's the superintendent, administrator.
Me and Ms.
So, as opposed to paying a company, why HR can't take that professional development course and continue with the three people that they already have, if that makes any sense. Is there
The
a
professional
course?
development is for a teacher. I don't go in the classroom and teach.
I'm not saying that, I'm just saying, aren't there seminars or conferences for HR now for different positions within the district? I mean, like, we all go to different conferences. I guess what I'm trying to say is, so with this company, we're gonna pay this company when somebody in HR could basically go to some classes and learn how to do this. This is what I'm saying. If I'm making
Let me
sense.
clarify. I think
HR, no.
the question was originally posed was, where does this fall in HR functions? So currently, previously, it was not an HR function. It was in the superintendent's office, and Ms. Wright did this.
Sorry.
We moved it to HR, but in addition to that, in our previous model, we had teacher vacancies. We could not find enough subs to cover all of our classes. So this partnering with ESS allows us to find subs, they locate the subs, they guarantee the subs to come, where previously we were not able to do that in-house. So Ms. Wright doing it, Ms. Mercado doing it, HR, still could not secure the number of teachers to fill when they called off. That's a different function. So yes, they do call and people apply, and when people apply, they say, yes, I'm working today, I'm not working today. And so we run out of subs.
Madam President,
Yes, trustee Taylor.
okay. So, thank you. So I do see I thank you for outlining the cost savings. It does seem slightly significant. My question is there an additional fee that's paid or a service fee paid to ESS aside from this cost savings? Because what I'm interpreting this is we're outsourcing this functionality out of HR or wherever it's supposed to be housed.
Right.
So it's a form of outsourcing. I see the cost savings. Now, is there a service fee that needs to be paid additional for them to provide us subs at a lower rate than we're paying right now?
No, these are the rates. What you see are the rates that
Okay.
they provide. That I didn't do the paras because that's just another option that we have if we and we could do it where we try with this. So what happens is when a teacher goes into ASOP, enters that I'm sick today, then their sub, they have a pool of subs that they've trained on class management and instruction. They can go in and take that position for that day, okay? Or if it's a long-term situation, they can go into ASOP, and it's just like regular substitute teachers, but these people are more trained to take on, especially long-term assignments, as opposed to a day-to-day sub who may not deliver any instruction to our kids. They're just gonna a lot of long-term subs just sit and they take attendance and they might hand out whatever assignment, a piece of paper that was left, if there was a sub folder left, and that's it.
Right.
So these subs are trained to deliver instruction to our students.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I just want to make a comment. I appreciate the fact that it also alleviates the additional duties on the teachers that are being pulled away from, their planning and their class time to fulfill that gap. So I think that's also, worth looking at or worth considering, getting a bang for our buck, so to speak.
And their prep time, those teachers who would be pulled away, they get their prep time back and they can focus on the students that they have. And especially on high school teachers typically have 120, 140 kids, sometimes even more if it's PE classes. So that means that they don't have an opportunity to do their planning and focusing on their children because they are giving up their planning time to focus on somebody else's kids.
I understand.
Because we have a substitute teacher shortage, thank you,
I'm
across America, as well as a teacher shortage. So we actually to get a 95% fill rate with a teacher shortage, that's a good feat. And we were truly blessed to be able to get that.
Let me just say this. I understand everything that you're saying, and it sounds really great, but you still have not answered. The question is, how much is this particular program? Because I know it's not free.
The prices are right there. Did you want to?
Right where?
I'm gonna speak a little bit on this, and just because, we're probably about the last district that's not doing this now, as far as subs. But it was, most of the districts work with Kelly Services. Kelly Services is much more higher than this.
Yes.
So on the way that they price in here is, our non-degree sub is $100, but they're gonna charge me $133. So the $33 is their fee. So anything above what we actually pay is their fee. So it depends on how many that we get is how much that we pay. So they're gonna take over, well, basically, they're gonna take over the whole scenario of it, because probably $33 is about what we would pay on the extra FICA and everything, but now they're taking that. So Karen won't get the $100 and then trying to charge this, pay the subs the rest, which probably end up to about $80 a check if they only work one day. So the $33 is their fee. The,
$133.
but the first one is $100. They charge us $133.
Right.
The second one is 110. They're charging us 146. So $36 is their total. Our next total is 150. They're charging us 230. So 50/30 is their total that they get. So, like I said, this is nothing new within the school districts. Several districts are using this temporary services to do the subs, because technically, we're not getting them walking off the street doing subs anymore. They can do the pool, and they can reach out farther than we can as far as a district. I know for a fact Michigan City has been doing it at least over 10 years. I have a good friend that been doing subs for a while, so. And they work through Kelly Services. Kelly Services is a lot higher than this, as far as charging.
Yeah, we gave we gave a comparison sheet at when they came and presented, and we had 3 different companies that we checked into, and these were the best rates out of all of them, and they offer more because they train their people. They're just not anybody. They make sure their people are properly trained.
So, and as far as the HR department goes, we have a lot going on in the HR department. I understand what you're asking, Ms. Diane. You're asking if this is gonna be taken over, what is the HR department is doing? We have a lot going on in the HR department now that we need to straighten out there. Ms. Wright, she has a lot in her front office too. So to put this in the HR, we did not want to fail our schools and our principals not to have a sub in place by something that we might miss.
So how long would this, well, I haven't had a chance to really dissect all of this.
I'm not for sure how long the
So
contract is.
how long is this supposedly contract though?
We would,
We can do year to year.
but HR is still actively recruiting to fill the vacancies. So just because we've hired ESS to provide us a sub doesn't mean we stop recruiting for that vacancy, and that's what HR continues to do.
And all this time, you've not recruited any teachers? Nobody?
Yes,
Okay, so you.
that's how we got a 95% fill rate.
No, what
We
I'm saying
recruited.
is, but we still have to use this company. You know, like, I know you take applications and what have you not, and people be on file, right?
People
I
are
guess-
constantly applying. I'm gonna
So they're
present.
applying.
I'm gonna present to the board, a presentation, and we're still putting it together, but actually, Nimble, the, application company, used us as a model for other schools because of, and they took a comparison of last year's, hiring processes and everything, and we more than doubled.
Madam President, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead. Trustee Taylor.
So how would the call-offs be handled? Because I'm assuming that that's another component to this. The subs will be utilize for the call-offs. So would the teachers be calling off to them and then they communicate to us here? How's that look?
Teachers are gonna be calling off, they're gonna go in ASOP and enter it
Okay,
into this program, in the ASOP program. The sub on the other end grabs it, says, I'm gonna take this assignment.
I take, okay.
That's one. Or they have the option of calling. And right now, Ms. Wright, if I'm correct, you've been and have been in the district and receiving those calls. And then you assign a sub to those. HR is being trained so that those calls will start to come into HR, and the HR secretary will assign a sub. But she can go into the pool of ESS subs if
okay.
there are, because there's always gonna be an ESS sub available.
Okay.
And she can go into the pool of ESS subs and assign somebody right away.
Okay, so we're still managing that piece there. It's just that we don't have to recruit, we just go to a pool.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Well, thank you for that, because I think that's what I was trying to get you to say in the beginning. Maybe I worded it wrong, but that's what I was trying to
Sorry.
get you
I
to say.
wasn't clear on it. so-
Okay, it's okay.
All right.
Thank you.
And can we get a breakdown of the prices on the sheet too? What you said? The prices, when you get time?
It's on the presentation,
The
yeah.
prices are
Page
on here.
17.
Okay, 17, okay.
Yeah.
Because I know I was looking for it.
Okay, if there are no other questions for item 6.01,
I just have one, and it would be addressed probably in the contract, but, and I know in the memo it says that would be the next step if it's approved. I'm curious whether or not there's been any discussion about using this on a trial basis so that the contract would go only through the end of December 2025 to see how it works, and you're not stuck
Right.
into a full year, but rather, let's see how it works, and if so, then commit.
That sounds good.
That sounds good.
You said on page 17.
It's kind of like we also get to see the teachers on a trial basis, especially if they're
Page
qualified
16 then.
in terms of already licensed.
Okay. I see
Here it
it.
is,
Thank
right
you.
here.
Yeah, I see it now.
But now, these teachers, are they, do they have degrees?
Some of them do have degrees, and some of them already have educational degrees, and some do not. Some, just like I said, Indiana allows a person with only a high school diploma to be a substitute teacher.
They do.
Illinois is different. You have to have a bachelor's degree in order to be a substitute teacher. But Indiana allows you to finish high school and be a substitute teacher. So it just depends. 60 hours? I thought that was for Paris.
No, that was for
They told me,
subs.
okay,
But see, this is, yeah,
That was for
because,
subs.
60 hours. Paris is 60. Oh, right, That, the prices.
Oh, I'm sorry.
oh, no, go ahead, trustee Smith.
Sorry, I was gonna say, okay, well, thank you, but I'm not the president.
No, you go ahead. You could thank her.
Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any further
thank you.
questions?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Taylor,
Thank
Ms.
you.
Taylor, you got any questions? No, ma'am. Okay.
thank you, Dr. McJunkins. Next is board item 6.02, approval of certified administrator
Let's
contracts.
see.
These were for any recently hired administrators.
The contracts, huh?
Administrative contracts.
You said 6.02?
Yes. Questions regarding item 6.02?
Okay, let's see. I want to ask Okay, this is the contracts, right?
Yes.
So, now, I'm gonna ask a question about this contract here. I don't wanna say the name, but I know that, there was some discussion about the pay scale that this individual should have gotten. This is principal here. Remember you were saying about that, we were talking about the pay scale, Ms. Harris?
I think all of us were, yes.
Yeah. And you were supposed to been checking out, seeing about it?
I see. Who is this? What did they do?
So that's my question about this person here.
What's the question?
The pay
I thought we were
scale.
gonna, the pay. We were supposed to be checking to see what that pay, what our pay scale was for paying an individual for this position here. We had a long conversation about it. Can you
Yeah, I
remind
think
me?
there was a long conversation really
It
about
was.
this, and we went back and forth regarding the potential of there being different scenarios with a salary.
Right.
I actually talked to Dr. Bournet about this too, but I know you have an explanation, so.
Yes, I do recall the conversation. I believe the question or the point became moot when the board approved the personnel report as an agenda item. If there was another director from the board regarding that, that wasn't clear.
No, this is not a moot issue, not just the same as the one I gave you about the paperwork yesterday. We want,
I'm waiting for a director from the board, so.
oh,
The-
yeah. No, it was about the salary. So we're waiting on you to give us the scale.
The administrative pay scale?
Yes, is that what we're looking for?
Yeah, I think where we left off on that discussion was he was going to look back at the administrative pay scale. I think there was even going to be some discussion with this employee too about, you know, somewhat of a negotiation, because there had already been some negotiation. He would need to go back.
Right.
There'd be some conversation. And then I understand there was a subsequent vote at the board meeting, so that's why we're in the situation we're in now. And I think the question is, if the board would like to see something done differently, Dr. Mornay is looking for some instruction, so each of you just need to give your opinion about what you'd like to see happen next. What's in that contract now is.
It's not what we want.
It wasn't what was expressed in the
Right.
meeting prior to the board meeting. What was approved at the board meeting is just
This.
that as presented, right?
But prior to that, we had a long discussion about that.
I agree.
And it was supposed to be some type of negotiations or
Right.
whatever.
I agree. And I think what Dr. Bournet is saying is he thought
That
that,
since it was
that
passed,
changed
yeah.
because it passed, and that is what it is. So
And
be that as it may, I think what he's asking you now is, but if you want something different, you just need to
yes,
tell him.
I think we should go back the salary scale.
Yeah, the scale, pay scale. And then two,
Are we measuring this against the salary schedule revised in March of this year?
So that one hasn't been approved yet.
Okay.
Because it kept getting taken off the agenda.
And I think there were some other factors
Yeah.
to consider too, that we don't necessarily have to get into now, but I think we all remember what those discussions were and why I think everybody thought it made some sense to have that conversation, just because of the circumstances, not necessarily the candidate or, you know, the qualifications of the candidate didn't have anything to do with that.
Madam President,
yes, trustee Gomez.
that was a lengthy discussion, as was mentioned. And I know the vote came out as it is, so this person is employed with the district now. Attorney Harris, we don't need to approve this right now, correct?
You mean, do you have to approve it at this upcoming meeting?
Right.
You don't, there's nothing pressing, no.
And as this is, I feel uncomfortable having a public discussion about it.
Yeah,
Executive
it
issue
was just a
topic.
reminder. Yeah, I don't want to discuss it either in public because we had already talked about it.
I'd rather take this offline if we could just remove this one individual.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that recommendation either, because we don't want to, there's only so far we can go discussing personnel matters, but I do think it's important that you're clear with the superintendent if you want him to go back and revisit the conversation
Yes.
based upon the meeting before.
Yes.
I think that's all he needs to know. I think he
Yes.
understands what you're saying at that point.
Yes, yes. that's
And
what we're
then,
talking-
and then if you revisit it in an executive session, he'll have some substance to bring back and talk more about it. But for purposes of this meeting, removing it seems to be agreeable to everybody.
Yeah, that's the only one that I had as far as this one is concerned. Uh,
Any other questions about 6.02?
Madam President,
Yes, trustee Gomez.
to avoid this in the future, and I believe we've had some lengthy conversations even last year about this. And I believe one of the frustrations of the previous board, and I think this one too, has been that we do an approval and then the salary comes afterwards. And then we're sitting here debating salaries. I propose that we have the agenda item with the individual's name, the title, et cetera, and the salary on it, so we could get this all done at once. And have that, this two-step process doesn't seem to make
Yeah,
sense to
well,
me.
we've asked for that process, what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, so hopefully we'll get to it.
I will have Ms. Simmons come and address how we generate contracts. So Ms. Simmons, can we generate a contract prior to the board approving it on a personnel report? And if that's possible, then we will include them with the hiring packet.
And Madam President, I'm not suggesting the contract, I'm suggesting the salary.
Salary information was provided in the hiring memos when they were on a personnel report.
Madam President, there was discussion during the executive session.
Executive session discussion on salaries? Was I in that exec session? Because I don't remember discussing that last night. So, I do believe, and Jewel can help me on this because my brain is, it's been a while. So we used to put, and I think you're, trustee Gomez, you're referring, putting the salaries on the personnel report, correct? Is that what you're?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I remember a long time ago that we were doing that, and then it became a big issue publicly with our employees also, that we were putting that number on the personnel report. So that's when we went to the memos, making sure that when we gave the HR memos out, that the salaries were listed on the memos. So we would start, and this was, Martinez was in office, in HR office when this happened. We put the memos with the personnel report, and the dollar amount of the salaries were on the memos.
Yeah, I
Like
think
I said,
that's what I'm suggesting.
yeah, that has been years ago. So that's the reason why we went to having HR memos instead of putting the dollar amount on the personnel report, because we did used to do that. And it became a problem with the employee, so that's when we went to the memos. Like I said, that's been a while ago. Ms. Martinez was actually still employed and not a contractor when we did that.
It's removed already. Okay, thank you, Leila.
Okay.
Any other questions for 6.02? If there are no other questions for 6.02, we'll move to 6.03, approval of top 20. Dr. Yanders is here if we have any questions. As an overview, this is specifically the top 20 as our parent cafe, and obviously the support of their extracurricular program.
No questions? Go, Renee?
Okay. Item 6.04 is the approval of contract renewal for Community Health Net for the 2025-2026 school year. Dr. Anders is available if we have any questions regarding Community Health Net renewal.
Madam President?
Yes, trustee Taylor.
So if I'm understanding this MOU, it's a clinic that is housed in our school?
Yes, so when you went to Central, there used to be a clinic upstairs on the second floor. So now the clinic will be located inside with the nurse's office, and we will be partnering with Community Health Net, and they'll come once a week. And this will afford us the opportunity for students to get like our free, right now they're doing, it was today, right? They had free athletic physicals. And it also allows us to, when there's, I'm trying to think of what it's called, something medical for the doctor. So for us to have like a staff doctor on our
Okay.
team.
And this is open to the entire district or just the Central High School?
Just Central High School.
Okay. Is there a shared cost that we have with them? Because I'm assuming they do all the billing and they,
Yep, it's them. If there's something beyond like regular things that are taking place with students, then they can bill. They have the ability to bill their Medicaid or insurance if possible. But most of the time, they don't do any billing.
They don't bill their Medicaid cards and stuff.
What'd you say? They charge the $10. Okay.
So what, okay, so the kids have to show they don't have no insurance?
Yeah, they don't, they just, a lot of times they go on and get their physical, they don't know whether they have it.
Not, yeah.
Their records, and if their record's not showing on there, they do it in.
They do.
Yeah, I'm just.
They've been
just
doing it
curious
for
how-
free. They charge $10, but they really don't. They just been doing it for free.
Oh, okay.
and you say they only come once a week?
Yes,
Once a week. Huh,
on Thursdays.
to the school?
Mhm.
Okay. And no cost to us though, or we just provide the space?
No cost, just the space.
Okay.
But they do bill their Medicaid cards, that's how they get paid.
If it's beyond that.
Right.
And, or they make recommendations to go to one of their clinics if they don't have a physician.
And they were receiving $1.0.
I don't know if that's what's going on with CHN's federal grants.
Any other questions regarding Community Health Net?
Madam President,
Yes, trustee Gomez.
just as a part of this packet, I noticed in the back is a community agreement between the LA County Tobacco Free Coalition and the school city, and Attorney Harris had been working on a class action lawsuit, and it may not be related to this, but I'm curious. Any updates on that?
It isn't necessarily related, but it's somewhat on the same topic. We are a part of a couple of class action lawsuits regarding e-cigarette litigation, and those continue to be ongoing. They tend to settle much like asbestos litigation cases. There are several responsible parties that are out there that reach settlements as the litigation pens. They reach a settlement, make a payment into the class as a whole. That amount is divvied up amongst members of the classes, like A, B, and C class members, and the classes are determined based upon the size of the school districts. So our share of the overall pot is based upon how we're categorized based upon student enrollment. And as each defendant settles, and in this case, it's a e-cigarette manufacturer like Juul cigarettes, they say, we're done with the litigation, we write a check, they put it into the pool, and then they distribute checks along the way. And Leela has received several checks so far, and will continue to receive checks as those settlements are reached. I believe we've already settled with Juul, but there are other e-cigarette manufacturers that will end up settling the cases too. If the big ones do it, all the small ones will follow, and we'll continue to get those funds. So I don't know if Leela wants to talk about, what happens with those funds when we receive it, or that part I don't know anything about, but As far as the
So
litigation goes, it's still ongoing.
those funds have been used to, you call them my vape machines. Those funds have been used to purchase anti-vaping machines in our washrooms at the high school. Vaping, mm-hmm. The kids are sneaking into the wash.
No, I thought you said baby machine.
No, not baby.
So it's vaping.
Not baby machines. Vaping.
That's another conversation.
Oh, that is another conversation. They better not be making no babies up in there. Vaping machines.
Yes.
Some conference they did.
Yeah, that's a whole different conversation. I'm with you, Attorney Jewel.
And-
That's something different, totally.
That's yours. If there are any other questions for item 6.04, we can move to item 6.05, which is the facility usage requests. We only have one for this board meeting, and that is for the Union Benefica Mexicana to use our parking lot on their parade day.
September the 1st?
It should say 14th.
Yeah, that's what I say, because they changed the date.
So-
It's September the
It
14th.
should be the 14th.
So, oh, I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
Madam President and Mr. Superintendent. On this, our children will be involved in this particular parade, correct?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Our children will be involved.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So our offices are coordinating participation, elementary through high school, to participate in that parade. Our sports and clubs will be walking, et cetera.
Okay.
Yes, but they'll be walking. There won't be students on the float. We're trying to limit liability. If they are, they have to sign a waiver, et cetera.
Oh, so one more thing, since we're on this. I know this is a hot topic. Will the band be performing? That's
They've been
another-
requested.
We requested it already.
Just put salt on my open wound.
They've been
Oh, y'all
requested.
did? Y'all ordered?
Yes, all of our extracurriculars were invited to participate from elementary to high
Oh,
school.
but they didn't
But they
participate.
have, no, they have a special invitation to participate in the parade.
Okay, that's enough. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, just keep that rolling.
We just keep it moving. I just thought I'd ask.
We'll keep that rolling.
If there are any other questions for facility usage requests, we will move to 6.06, approval of professional development requests.
Now,
this
I
right
don't
here.
understand.
It's right here, right?
Yeah. Now, they come in, what is the, they don't have the description. What they going for? They just got in our system.
What are you talking about?
Here, the person we just hired.
Oh, the first one, that is a CTE conference.
Yeah, but they don't say, they don't, I know it's a conference, but they don't
Yeah.
say what is the brief
Yes.
description.
We'll have Ms. Wright update that brief description in that column. Thank you. We'll find it.
Madam President.
Yes, trustee. Wilson.
Same thing applies in column, the next two columns. If you go down 5, that fifth row down, there are 2 NAs in there as well.
Chair.
And I think the intent was to originally get the actual documentation of the conference.
Oh, like we did prior.
Like we used to get it, yeah.
We didn't provide the backup documentation.
If we could have that for this,
The packets.
The actual conference? You want the actual conference form?
we used to have the entire document that was received by the applicant.
We just
So the conference forum,
Just had what's in his conference.
We'll scan those and have those ready for you on Tuesday. The
Wait, let me make sure I'm
spreadsheet-
understanding. So this is this is, oh, this is coming up.
So if I can just clarify, so this form here, the PD form is what the actual conference says. So you want the actual, so on this PD form that you're looking at, the actual conference says the same thing. So you want a copy of the actual conference? Because the only thing that the conference, I mean, it's nothing different that the conference says that the PD, I mean, it's nothing different.
I don't know that I have it in my printed packet. Is it online?
Mm-mm.
That's
Because
we're
what I
looking
give
for.
Ms. Diane, I don't give Ms. Diane the actual conference. The only thing that I give her is the PD report. I have a actual book that I keep the conferences in. But if you want me to give you the actual conference, I can start giving her the actual conferences along with the PD. So that way she can scan that to you all as well. But it does, I mean, I'm just saying that the conference says the same thing that the PD says.
Yeah,
So just to
it
clear-
may have more detail to it, and I think that's what the intent was, the board asking, as trustee Smith said, we used to get the actual form and all the information, the seminars, the speakers, the events. We
Okay,
used
so
to
you
get
want all
the
of that
entire
with the literature
package.
on there? Okay.
Yeah, so
Like an advertisement of the
So
entire
you
conference?
want
thing,
the-
everything.
You want the whole thing?
So we will provide the board the packet of all the PDs, similar in the fashion we provide the hiring memos for the PR report, same fashion we provide the invoices for the claim doc.
Okay.
I think what he's trying to say is kind of like the last packet we got
Mhm.
for Dr. Yanders. Am I correct?
Mhm.
It was
Yeah.
like, it was like, you know,
Yeah,
it had all
stuff
the
up.
information. I mean, to me, it's no big deal, but it lets us know that all the sessions that they'll be attending. And so that should be, for us also.
Mm-hmm. When you
So,
go
I mean,
on.
we're not excluded. I mean, I know it's more work, I'm just saying, you know. That includes the board also. We're not exempt. Understand that. We're not exempt.
Mhm.
So if they have to do it for them, we have to do it for us. Okay, so.
Ms. Simmons has a comment?
Some conferences are, I mean, they're because Ms. Simmons does ask.
Well, I don't need that paper. I get paper all the time, but that's some paper I don't need. I'm fine with that little notice that I got right here.
So if
They,
we're good
they can
with
still be
this-
available digitally.
Yeah, I'm like her, but I'm just saying, it goes, if we're gonna do it for one, we gotta do it for all. Simple as that. And that's, that's,
All the backup documentation.
They have to have the seminars and what the conference is related to. So if we can provide a PDF and an email, with that, so we can do a PDF.
that, is that okay? That's fine, as long as they get my computer straight, so I know what it is. Okay, keep it moving.
Item 6.07 is the bid for a central elevator and staircase upgrade. Ms. Simmons is available if the board has any questions.
Yeah, they just came to my house. They had to come and check it.
Oh, maybe somebody else.
Charge you $12 an hour. Yeah.
This-
Wow, what both of y'all They do it, let's steal off of.
They
Elevator.
didn't ask no question.
Oh, no, it's about the elevators.
Yes, it's the bid for the elevators. Yes.
I
This
know,
is,
you have to, they have to be, licensed or whatever every year, right?
no. This is the actual new elevator that's going into the gym area.
Oh, it is?
Because we do not have any, handicap. They have to take, firemen have to take them up and down the stairs.
A handicap
Ooh.
elevator.
Yeah, it's a handicap elevator.
Okay, well, we don't
The
want-
elevator is
we don't
for-
want the handicap people to get us. That's enough. You fine. You.
It's more because one game I actually seen at the fire department try to bring somebody down the stairs, and it's too much. Yeah, it's time to get an elevator on this side.
No.
Thank you.
If there are no more questions for 6.07, 6.08 is first reading for policies PO 2105, vision and mission of the board, PO 2623, student assessment, and draft board policy attendance, draft board policy proposal submission and review process. And we will have a report from the policy committee.
Trustee Gomez.
These are just, excuse me, these are just up for first reading. Vision and mission would be a copy of the newly created vision and mission. The draft policy for board, I'm sorry, for policy attendance is regarding accountability and safety and security of our buildings and our personnel. And we have a policy for submissions of proposals and how we're going to review it. This is, again, these are just up for first reading. Once they're read, the entire board will have an opportunity to weigh in on that.
I'll piggyback on those comments. Some of these first drafts were model policies. One, like, for example, the attendance policy was from the ISBA, so they're recommended from various sources. They're up for discussion. The final version may not look like this, but it's the way the process gets started.
If there are no other questions regarding the first reading for that batch of policies, we can move to item 6.09, second reading of policies PO 2461, recording of IEP team meetings and case conferences, and PO 3000, timekeeping and staff accountability.
And I think we previously provided overviews of those. This is just the next step in the process. I don't know if anyone has any questions, but it's,
My only question is, I don't know if not having an actual timekeeping system in place right now hinders this or compromises this policy.
I think that's a Dr. Bournet question, because it's more of the day-to-day.
What we had discussed previously was we were going to spend the 25-26 school year collaborating with various labor unions, AFT, SEIU, and our Teamsters and Craft, so that we collaborate to identify a system that is really reliable, meaning not spotty based on internet bandwidth, et cetera, and is for this purpose adult convenient, so that the committee, and today we did meet with AFT, and they're going to recommend the 3 members to be on their committee. We'll meet with SEIU next week. They will recommend those committee members. And then we'll start working with our tech, our IT team, our business and operations, human resources, to identify options to present. And then we'll recommend, similar to after we look at and pilot several of those options, so that it'll be in place for the 26-27 school year.
Madam President,
Yes, Trustee
it
Gomez.
just occurred to me that Trustee Taylor's question and Dr. Bournet's response, that if we're looking at this as I know it's titled accountability, but there's also a security, safety factor involved in this. How would we in the future, or even now, account for people in a building in the event of an evacuation?
Before you answer that, I think that we did talk about that a little bit when we were discussing this, and I think that was part of the explanation that we needed to provide to the unions. Is it's a school safety issue, not necessarily, personnel monitoring or anything
Right.
like that, but go ahead.
Yeah, so currently.
Dr. Burnett, and if this compromises anything, we can have this discussion, and why don't we just do
Yeah.
that? Okay,
Policy committee.
yeah, thank you.
If there are any other items for 6.09, then the last agenda item is 6.10, approval of personnel report. Dr. McJunction is available if there are any questions regarding the personnel report.
I'm sorry, before we get on that, did I miss the claim docket?
Oh, I skipped
Yeah.
over the claim docket.
Because we didn't, yeah, we skipped, yeah, I thought that we was moving pretty quick.
Okay.
You want to do personnel report? We'll go back to the claim docket.
That's your department, claim docket.
Oh,
Governor, we're on the
I
last
haven't
item.
gotten to that part yet, but I will have it Monday. Oh, okay. But I still gotta go through it again.
After the personnel report, we'll discuss the claim. docket.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes. Oh. Just put questions about 3 pages. Oh, no, let me see. But I know what it is. You don't have
I'm on there.
yeah, but some food.
Can you kind of give a little quick overview of what the wellness team is and what is EDBO? I bet you it's something simple.
Absolutely. Ms. Simmons will come explain the wellness team. Thank you.
Where you at, trustee?
Let's say this, what page you at?
Page 3.
DOEB, that's actually my title.
What is,
The
I knew it's
executive-
something simple.
The Executive Director of Business Operations.
I knew it's something simple, okay.
So the wellness team is, so due to the fact that we had a lot of HVAC issues at the beginning of the school year, and we should have a wellness team in the district anyway. So I started the wellness team, circling around first, the HVAC system problems that we were having in each building. Also, this team also is gonna be the point of contact for any teacher or any person in the building that has an issue. This person will be that contact person, and then it comes to me. We will meet once a month to go over different issues in the buildings that need to be addressed, either maintenance, HVAC, or something else pertaining to any health issues. So that's basically what it does.
So they work with the maintenance team at all, or is?
No, I will get the information, like the complaint, basically.
Okay.
And then I will work with the maintenance team to get it corrected right away.
Oh, okay.
So I want to ask, this is nothing on the personnel report, though.
No.
We just hired a HVAC person, right?
Yes, we did.
What was his title? He's not a director.
No, I think it was just HVAC, facts. Yeah, it
Technician.
wasn't director,
Technician.
coordinator,
So
or
does this
anything.
individual go to all the schools?
Yes, he does.
And we also have that person, and we have a company, right?
No, I do not have a company on payroll.
I seen, we got
Retained.
somebody, we got Arctic Engineering.
Arctic Engineering was a company that came out in the 9th hour to assess Central.
But I
The
seen somebody
HVAC,
else.
the
a company.
HVAC person didn't get hired till August 12th, which was
Right.
after school
Oh, I
started.
know the technician.
Yeah.
No, but I thought.
You probably also see Hayes Mechanical on there, and then you probably see Precision. Hayes Mechanical is the one that actually did the work at Central, and then Precision is over all the controls.
So you said Hayes?
Hayes Mechanical, yes.
I-
Not on your personnel report.
No, I know they're not on
Oh,
the personnel
okay.
report. They have
I'm
a
sorry.
contract. You
Yeah.
said Hayes.
No,
and
they
who
don't have,
else?
yes,
And that's
Precision.
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 Precision is over the controls.
Seen somebody else. Hayes, and you said Arctic Engineer was just,
Yeah, they came in 9th hour just to do an evaluation.
I got to find that paper that I saw, another company on here. Okay, that's all, that was my question.
If there are any other questions for the personnel report, we will go to the claim docket.
I seen.
Oh, if we're on this memorandum, there are two of these positions that are new, not in the CBA, so how are these determined, there's no salary listed for them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but he has a contract though. Does this guy got a
He
contract?
was referring to the flag football, which is no salary, and then the head coach for middle school baseball. Our athletic director, Mr. Gordon, is available to answer those questions.
Good evening, Board. One of the things that we said when we were adding sports, okay, that we were going to add middle school baseball, in which we did. We were at a point where we were in negotiations with Ms. Helen Steinbeck, with Ms. Simmons, where we were discussing all of our coaches' salaries, okay? We had to go ahead and try to get it started, get the people in position. We do have the people hired. They are working. We have those programs up and going. But you are correct. We haven't discussed what the salary will be. You as a board, you did agree that we could bring the sports on. One of the sports was asked for pretty big by the student population and by a lot of people in the community, which was flag football, girls flag football. And it's a big part of what the state is doing. This year, we're very fortunate. It's not really going to cost the district any money, okay, more space than anything. The first year of the program, the Indianapolis Colts will do most of the funding. And I say most of the funding because they do not do the transportation or a few of the smaller things. But as far as the uniforms, the coach's salary, they're going to pay for that this year and this year only. And now we have middle school baseball. This was asked, and we put it out there. We were fortunate enough to get it more, again, in a part-time starting position. We are meeting to try to come before you and see. Now, one of the things that I skipped over when I talked about flag football is the salary will not come from the district. I need to make that clear, okay? That's not, the coach tell us what we can pay, okay? So that's already determined. Middle school baseball is a cost to the district, okay? And this is something that we're in discussion with now.
Other questions on the personnel report? Thank you, Mr. Gordon. And now we'll have Ms. Simmons come to address any questions regarding the claim docket.
See, here you is, right here. That was $79. Oh, you did? Oh, was it? Okay. No. You can put it, No, I was just looking for mine. $47.
Okay, I'll start. Let me open it back up real quick, sorry, closed.
We going with the claim docket. You got something from Trustee Taylor?
Yes,
Oh, here we go, Layla, it's right there.
I have a question on claim number 89383.
Page you on? Page.
Let me
Oh,
get
I'm
there.
sorry.
893-86.
And, let me see, 89383. Let me see what, I should have documented the page number. Let me do a search.
I have it,
Oh, you got it?
yeah.
What page is that?
That was the uniforms.
It's
That was-
on page 3.
The centers?
No, In Vogue Incorporated. My question, I understand what it's for. I just had a question as to, are they going to be used this year? And I'm sure there's probably a more name question.
I have them cleaned every year.
Okay,
So this is just a requirement on my side to have them clean. I cannot tell you what the curriculum is for this class, because it is a class too, so I don't know the curriculum. And if they got anything scheduled big this year.
yeah, I mean, I was hoping to see them at the back-to-school rally and didn't see them there neither, so.
Okay.
Yeah, what page,
Page 3,
okay, now, and page 3, and what was the number again?
and it's the claim number 89383, and it's the cleaning of band uniforms. I'm just hoping if we're paying to get them cleaned, that we could use them this year.
They were clean last year.
I don't see it. You said on page 3,
Page 3 is like the fourth from the bottom.
and it's 893.
So it's the number to the right, not the check number.
Oh, you say what, Mercedes?
The claim number, which is all the way to the right, next to the amount,
Right,
89383 on page 3,
Yeah.
and it's for the cleaning of the band uniforms.
yeah, okay. What's that? Right here. Band uniforms. Okay.
I just wanted to make a comment that I hope we get to use them.
What is that for?
For the uniform.
I'm assuming, because I didn't see them wearing band uniforms at the concert last year, so I'm hoping that they would wear them for marching band
Yeah, they're
activities.
They're marching band uniforms.
They are, yeah.
Yes, they are.
What'd you say, Linda?
They're marching band uniforms.
Yeah.
And I caught, you said you cleaned them every year, and I haven't seen them in the past 10 years, so
Oh, they don't use them?
where? They're not at the games?
So they are mostly used at functions on the inside of the schools that
Yeah,
they
when they
give
come for
during
the
the,
musicals.
during whatever they do in the auditorium, whatever that, he has there. I do not know if he does parades. I'm not for sure. But,
No,
yeah.
I
But,
haven't,
yeah,
I haven't
we-
seen,
Yes, we do clean them every year, though.
okay.
So, I'm sorry, Trustee Taylor, you finished?
Yes, ma'am. Well, are you gonna, you mean, am I done with that point, or do I need,
No, yeah, I wanted to just add something.
go ahead. Yeah, I'm done with that point.
Okay, so, I'm sorry. Are these uniforms clean every time they use them?
No, I only clean them once a year.
Once a year.
Because he said they never clean.
No, I clean them once a year.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, at the Vogue Cleaners.
Right.
Yes. Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. I just wanted that straightened out and publicly heard.
So the instruments, I'm sorry, Trustee Smith, the
The
instruments are
cell phone
sent
asks about the
on
instruments,
annually
too.
to be repaired over each summer, and uniforms are submitted each summer to be cleaned.
Yeah, because I don't see the instruments on here.
They're on there somewhere.
They are,
Yes.
where they at?
I know we rent the instruments.
Oh, no, do we rent them? I
Wait,
thought they
no,
were.
no, our interest,
But we still put them in the shop
the
to repair.
second
Right, I know you got to repair, but there
ESSER
are
funds, Ms. Castro purchased all new instruments for the district.
Oh, she did?
Yes.
I'm just waiting on Vivian for the instruments, she said. Instruments is on there somewhere.
On page 10, claim number 89449,
Page 10.
trying to find them on the invoices.
Yeah, it's got that. Eight, what you say now?
It's right at the top, the lapel pins, 89449.
89447, I got, why don't I see?
So
it?
it might be towards the front of your,
I don't see it.
Towards the front?
yeah, because it's a 4 that starts with it. So they might have,
Page 10,
alphabetized it that way.
that's right at the top.
It's
You don't see it?
89449? Okay. Oh, the lapel pins, okay. I don't know, something's going on with my vision.
So this year, we honored all of our employees with years of service pins at 5, 10, 20, 20-plus, 50, with lapel pins as part of the efforts to appreciate and retain staff. Last year, we just did certificates. This year, we did certificates and lapel pins. And there's a large number of them because there was some feedback last year for people to say, hey, well, I've been here for X number of years and I have never been recognized. So that's why we gave out an inordinate number of pens. Typically, there will be a smaller number as we move forward.
Okay.
But we ordered enough, so we have enough for next year as well.
Oh, you do?
All right. Then. Oh, my last one on page 11, claim number 89417. What exactly are these supplies for?
Sorry, did you say 417?
Let me see, 89417, yes.
These are special ed supplies for the year for their teachers.
Oh, okay.
So they give out new teachers boxes. And then they have to have extra supplies on hand, mostly wipes, gloves, and all that stuff.
Okay. All right, that's all I had, thank you.
That's in Trustee Smith? No. So, page 1 here, 89097.
Yes. That's the fence. That's the gentleman that took down the fence at the tennis court,
Oh,
and then now he's putting it back up.
oh, okay. So it was individual, not this was
Yeah,
just-
he goes on a LLC under his name. We have a liability form on him also.
Huh?
We do have the liability form on him.
Okay, and then on page 4, I thought we were gonna, is this Centos last payment here? Were we getting rid of them?
What's the claim number?
Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh,
89366.
so Centos is, we don't fully let the contract go until March. We just took off a lot of stuff, so only thing we're getting now is
Oh, yeah,
just
you
dry
said that.
rags from them.
Yeah, rags.
We
that's what
will,
you said.
we will have one census account that will run past March, and that's the uniforms for the bus mechanics at the transportation department.
Okay. Oh, this, now here is this engineering company. 89446. I'm sorry, page 7.
Can you repeat the number again?
Oh, I'm sorry, 89446.
This is the company that's doing the HVAC engineering
Yeah, this was
for Central High School. So this company is the engineering company that does the actual drawings of all of the HVAC systems, and also will go out for bid for the actual company to come in to do the HVAC
So we
systems.
got Hayes,
Hayes is just a repair.
okay, but they still dealing with the HVAC.
Yes,
That's what I'm saying. Then you said something about Precision.
Precision is your controls.
No, this ain't none of them.
No, precision is
Prec-
on.
Precision is HVAC.
It's on
Okay.
If you were, Madam President, if you recall, Valdez was the vendor that won the bid.
Yeah.
At the,
Yeah, I know, but I remember I told you I seen another company dealing with
Right.
HVAC. So
Valdez.
I'm looking at it right now. So this is another company.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's in our
I-
package.
And I think I do believe I sent you all of the correspondence that I have with Valdez right now.
And then we got the technician, right?
Yeah.
That we just hired.
Yes, we just
technician
hired a technician.
guy. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I learned this from you.
Madam President,
Go ahead, trustee. Goodman.
on that note, kind of dealing with this issue at work, but once the drawings are made, do we own those?
Yes, we do.
Okay. And where are those housed?
They will be housed on a USB drive.
Is,
The, I guess this is Blueprint.
is there a way to get those on our servers somewhere?
I can, have George download them somewhere. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the reliability is of the USBs.
Yeah, they're basically, they're right now housed in my, office. But yeah, George can download it on the server somewhere. Actually, I think I sent y'all a copy of those drawings that they gave us also. So I can download it on the in the finance session of the server.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I would need to see them, but I'm just
No.
saying that, you know, for the future, if we have on a shared drive, you know, where, somebody has access to
Yeah,
that.
we can put them on the finance drive that everyone can have access to them. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's all, thank you.
okay.
On page 10, 89350. So this engagement here, which engagement was this for?
This was,
Yeah, 89350.
this would be, Ms. Alvarez.
This is Alvarez's? Okay.
Yes, this was Ms. Alvarez. This is probably most of the supplies that we had for, going into the back to school. And then also, it's probably,
This is the candy for the parade.
Oh, it is?
oh, it is?
Yes.
On page 10. Oh, we got all
We
that
paid
candy, huh?
$2,000 for some candy.
That's a lot of candy.
When she purchases the candy, she purchases enough for the
Yes.
parade as well as for the holiday.
Yeah, yeah, she does. And then I normally used to go to Sam's Club and get it, but she got it from Amazon this year, it's fine.
Oh,
So she just do her stuff all the time and be done with it.
I guess so at this coast. These guys can't-
It's not cheap. I fuss about this every year. It's not cheap. I really do. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Oh,
probably
my
about the
goodness, you
part
know
we
what?
would have paid at, at Sam's Club too.
Okay. I just hate
Yeah,
that.
candy don't, they
I'll
don't
talk
have no
about
more
that when
dollar
I- when
pieces
we get off
candy.
the air. That's all I got. That's all the questions I got. Yeah, I ain't miss, doing, I'm doing,
have nothing. You
I'm
all
doing,
covered
I'm
everything.
doing your job today now.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay, so, Dr. Bernay, does this, all you have to say here?
Yes, that is, go ahead.
Oh, we got to change this, because this ain't where the meeting gonna be at.
Yes. So, Ms. Simmons, we had our instructional technology team connect with the proposed place for our meeting for Tuesday. Do we have an update for the board regarding the viability of that?
Where we were talking about? Yes, so our technology team went over there, and their internet service is not as strong as we needed to go live. So if we go live, it would be stopping until the internet service catch up. We tried to do, one other event there, and we had a problem with the service, but yes. Actually, I do have, Jeremy here, he can give you a little bit more insight of how the internet is not fast enough, like we're live now, but if we're there, it can stop. And then it can catch up.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you can record and, you know.
It will be recorded, but it will be recorded with stop and going. Yeah.
You need it's an internet,
It's an
best way to describe is different internet strength that you need when it comes to live streaming. It's not going to be efficient for live streaming.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so, Ms. Harris. I asked you that question off the record. Okay, so this is where we're gonna have it at here then, huh?
Yes. Unless you want to have it at City Council chamber.
No, I ain't going over there. No, that's another bad spot to go to. We can't go somewhere with some folks.
Another school.
Oh, we'll go there.
Well, we start schools next month in September.
The last one for this month,
this
just
finish
it off here. This is the last one for this month. Let's just finish it off here.
Yes. Okay, so this adjourns the meeting, right? Yeah, you need a, motion to adjourn the meeting, please.
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Taylor, second by trustee Rodriguez. Roll call. Gomez.
Thank you.
Trustee,
Okay.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
trustee Rodriguez, trustee Taylor,
Yes.
Madam President Gibson King,
Yes.